And I think Vlad is the blueprint. I think, for real, I feel like me and Boosie, because I watched what Boosie was doing, so I'm always going to shout out to Boosie. I feel like Vlad, he's always going to be number one on Vlad, and I'm going to feel like I'm number two.
Yeah, we back with another one.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This time we got Tony Yayo and DJ Vlad talking about Boosie and Aries Spears. The whole money, I want a raise, I want this, I want that. Let's see what they had to say. But make sure you like the video. Let's see what they had to say.
I am super happy at all my guests that have success outside of VladTV. And I would never, ever, ever, ever say, I'm the reason why you're successful. But I will say that our collaboration has led to a lot of people's success.
Right.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. My collaboration, me working with you coming here, you talking your shit, the way I interact with you, and then the way my staff puts it all together, this studio, all the money behind this, the way we roll it out, my 6.3 million subscribers, all my social media, 2.5 million on Facebook,
I agree.
1 million on Instagram, another 250,000 on Twitter, all that. It all comes together, and you can't just say, it's all me. And that's what pissed me the fuck off about bum-ass Aries Spears. Because he's like, yo, it's me. I'm the main franchise player here. Tony Yayo, he's gone. Tony Yayo's gone.
I mean, I feel like I'm a major franchise player.
How long ago was this scheduled? How long was this interview scheduled? Just so people to think, oh, well, Aries said that Tony Yayo gone, so Vlad called him. This was scheduled.
I mean, we just did something a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
so
and this was scheduled like what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
like,
ago, this was already, so when I heard that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It's just all a matter if you're going to be on the West Coast or the East Coast.
Exactly. When I
That's
come out
really,
here,
everybody know that.
You know, and that's the thing, is that I saw Aries really blow up. Small club, so now I saw him a 1,400 person venue. And when I mentioned it, I was like, no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. No, that's my money. No. We talk about this right here. And this petty ass shit and the pocket watching of Boosie made me say, fuck this dude. He's no longer welcome here.
I want to raise too, Vlad. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right. Well, me and you, without getting into specifics, me and you have had conversations about money and appearance fees.
Right.
And we talk like men. Right?
Definitely.
You've explained your part, I explained my part, and we came to an agreement. Either we've raised it up or we've kept it the same.
Right.
Right? And this is what I'm talking about. And when it came to Aries, when he got all jealous finding out how much Boosie made, he was like, yo, I need to renegotiate.
That's why they tell you on the job, don't communicate or don't talk about who's making what. If I ask you how much they hired you or how much they brought you on for, and I've been there a year, and you came in the door, and we got the same title, and you brand new to this, you came in the door making more than me, it's going to be a problem. It's always been like that. Not to say Boosie and Aries were ever going to make the same amount, but when you find out how much a person is making, and you look at what you're doing, and you start comparing, oh, my numbers look like this, and this, that, and third, or this person gone, and no, you're going to want more money.
Right.
Look at this YouTube comment. They say that I'm their favorite guest. Oh, look at this YouTube comment. Oh, they come here for Aries. I can show you 100 YouTube comments saying, I hate Aries. I never watch his videos. So does that mean fair. I get to lower your fee when I find those? No, it's stupid. It's a stupid argument.
Everybody in their mind is going to think they the ones that's getting Vlad popping.
Right. But the whole thing is,
being honest, the most viral one is Boosie. Boosie is going to say some.
And I told him, I said, you don't do Boosie numbers.
Yeah, I fuck
Not
with
even
Boosie.
Close.
Boosie, I fuck with Boosie. He's a friend. Like when I look at Boosie, like I just seen him dancing. It was his daughter's birthday. Yeah. He's dancing. He's at the games. Yeah. He does
dunking,
what I love when Boosie do. Yeah, he tried to dunk.
Right.
Like Boosie just don't give a fuck, and that's what I like. It's the art of not giving a fuck.
And here's the thing, right? When he hit me, I'm out with my kids, right? And he's hitting me with all this, like, look at this comment, look at this comment, look at this comment. I'm like, we're not gonna have a conversation about comments. That's not a business conversation. So when I got home, I said, listen, I'm home now in front of my computer. I'm looking at the numbers. Why don't we do a call and discuss it? He's like, okay, cool. Let's do it at 5 o'clock. Bet. 5 o'clock rolls around, he doesn't respond. The next day rolls around, I hit him. I said, yo, do you still want to do a call? He said, yeah, at some point.
Right.
What the fuck bitch ass comment is that? When I'm ready.
Oh, Vlad upset for real.
At no point are we going to have that conversation. Because if you can't have a normal ass conversation, if you want to have a temper tantrum and you can't talk business with me, then we're not doing any business.
Right. I think what it is, Vlad, you're doing real good for yourself. You know, you got a nice watch collection. You know, you stay dressed nice. And I think people just know you're making a lot of fucking money. And they look at it like, almost like an Eminem thing. Like, yo, he's not black. He's taking from the culture. Sometimes they're going to feel like that, but you just a guy that stayed consistent in the culture. In anything you do in life, right? Consistency wins, right? For me, I'm like, well, you can't be mad at somebody he might not be black, but you can't say that person ain't a part of the culture. That's like me going to Germany and a white guy, a German guy knows everything. He knows who my kids is, my family. He done read magazines. That's how it was. Like one thing about music, it's a universal language. It's biracial. Anybody
I agree with him.
can be a part of the culture. That's how I feel like with music.
I agree with Yayo, man. You don't have to be a certain race, or from a culture to relate to them. You can relate to anybody. You don't have to be black to be able to relate to somebody black who's rich or poor. You don't have to be white to relate to somebody who didn't grow up with their father or their mother in the household. You don't have to belong to that race to relate to people. Like,
I feel like you're making so much money in a culture where people feel like really ain't yours, but it really is. You are a part of the culture.
Look, just because I'm making money doesn't mean I'm going to do bad business and do a business deal that makes no business sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go into a deal, and really these are deals every time we do something, right? These are one-offs. We don't have a long-term contract. You don't get a salary. You get paid for this one interview, and I have to look at it as a deal to say, okay, can I recoup my money? Then can I make money?
I heard Boosie say this. Vlad is going to make money when my kids are older. You know what I mean? Listen. Okay. So the content is not owned by me. It's not owned by Boosie. It's not owned by Aries Godfrey. It's owned by you. They look at it like, as business, this is how I look at it, right? And I know how Boosie looked at it. Like, oh shit, he's gonna live forever off this. Your kids are gonna live off it, not his kids.
so is that a form of pocket watching? Just saying, if you worried about another man's family, how he gonna benefit, how he gonna take care of his family's family. That the same thing as pocket watching? I don't know.
Just understandable, right? But the whole thing is, what you do is, the Vlad format, it helps you. And this is why I'm kind to you and I appreciate you. Because like I said, it got me in rooms that I couldn't get in. Breakfast Club, stuff like, you know, big platforms, Shannon Sharp. It led me being on here to big places. The point is, VladTV, I use that to get to bigger platforms, which I have a great deal with the Volume. Shout out to the Volume. I had the attention of like big platforms, the Breakfast Club and Drink Champs and Shannon Sharp being on those big shows because of me repeatedly being on Vlad. I was getting bookings overseas. I did my own tour in Europe. I haven't dropped music in years. You know what I'm saying? I'm executive producer on a movie called Lake George. That's coming out in June. You know, I bought 50, the Gilgo crime story, the Gilgo serial killer story.
Right, that's Emmy nominated, I think?
Yes, Emmy to 2. I bought that to 50. Shout to 50 and my lawyer, Bob Macedonia.
Talk your shit.
We bought that to 50, so it's been a great year for me. So with me being on Vlad, it's been good luck. Like, everything's been on the up. This is the most watched show, I could say, worldwide. So we benefit too. So me getting the money, I think now Boosie's doing his own thing. I think the smartest thing I did was go get a 6-figure deal and bring Murder with me, or for Vlad.
Right, and now Murder is a guest on my show by himself sometimes.
Definitely.
Right.
And I think Vlad is the blueprint. I think, for real, I feel like me and Boosie, because I watched what Boosie was doing, so I'm always going to shout out to Boosie. I feel like Vlad, he's always going to be number 1 on Vlad, and I'm going to feel like I'm number 2. That's how I feel. Everybody's good at what they do, but I feel like me and Boosie are the ones that go the most viral.
Well, some of that stuff, man, it's just good business practice, man. You building relationships. So that's what they're talking about. They're talking about building relationships. And what Tony Yayo did, he took the Vlad format and he capitalized. He's building his portfolio based on that platform, the Vlad platform. And I get it, but that pocket watching stuff, man, that never helps you. It hurts you all the way around, and it hinders you because other business partners or potential business partners, and they ain't gonna want to work with you, especially if they're affiliated with, or they in good graces with Vlad and other people, man, they ain't gonna want to work with you. That's how you gonna act.
I don't got the budget for my show.
I don't pay Adam. The majority of people that come to my platform don't get paid, but I feel like in certain situations where it's going to cost, this person's just not going to do it for free, and they're not going to go anywhere. Like, for example, like Boosie hasn't done Shannon Sharp because Shannon doesn't want to pay him. Shannon said this publicly.
Oh, Shannon, of course not. Shannon Sharp. I think certain platforms, in order for you to get bigger, you can't expect money.
Yeah, I think
that's the thing I respect about you. Over $1 million
paid
in paying people. And
I created this whole industry of paying guests.
Yeah. It's only
I
you
created
and
this. Not to say I'm the first person to ever do it, but I'm the first one to put it out there because everyone else was hush-hush about it. You're not supposed to pay your guests. That's not journalism. Fuck all that. This is a business. I was the first one to publicly say it and put it out there and spent over $1 million, put my money where my mouth is. You know what I'm saying? And spent over $1 million and really helped out a lot of people. Because that's the situation that happened with me and Boosie. Boosie was getting 25. He said he wanted 40. I said, what are you talking about? He said, okay, I'll take 35, but no less. And I looked at all my numbers, and I never made more than 35 off his interviews, right? So that 10K margin where he was making most of the money and I was making 10, I'm like, that's cool. We'll leave it at that because you are a big guest and so forth. But at the point where he said, I want 35, I'm like, so that means I get 0. I've only put numbers out. Listen. I don't put your number out.
Right.
I don't put anyone else's numbers out.
Right.
The only reason why reason I said Boosie gets 25,000 and Aries gets 4,000 is because both of them came forward themselves first to talk about, I wanted this much more money and Vlad wouldn't give it to me. So, okay, you can't say, because Boosie said, I wanted only 5,000, Vlad wouldn't give it to me. So now I'm in a position where everyone's reporting on this and everyone's like, well, Vlad, Boosie's only asked for 5,000. That's not a lot of money. Like, why are you tripping? Why are you being cheap? And it's like, no, I'm not tripping. I'm not being cheap. He's getting 25. And that changed the whole perception of it. Right, shit, he getting 25? And he's doing it at his house.
25,000 is definitely great.
Yo, and he's not leaving his house. I'm flying to him. I bring the camera crew to him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing it on days that he's available when he's not doing shows. I'm working around his whole schedule. I'm doing all this and giving him 25,000 up front.
So he making it convenient for him. So all he really got to do nothing.
I said, nah, I'm good. With Aries, he made a video. Oh, yeah, I want to renegotiate. I want a few thousand more. Because Aries would come on here and do like podcasts at places and like lie and say, oh yeah, Vlad pays me 5 digits. He wasn't getting paid 5 digits. He was getting paid 4,000.
Aries, I get way more money than that, but I'm not gonna say my number.
But you deserve it. You get more views than Aries.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen.
I'm in between. Y'all figure it out between. You know what I'm saying? Y'all figure it out.
I'm not putting that out there. That's you. That's you talking right now.
I'm not gonna put my number because, like I said, I think if it's more Vlad, people will understand is when you get on VladTV and you monopolize.
Right.
That's what it's really about.
Capitalize off the
situation. 6.3 million subscribers.
Yes.
Come on, man.
That's every podcaster's dream, like it or not.
Don't get that confused. That's his subscribers on YouTube. Your subscribers and the people who watch your videos could be two different things. It's a lot of people. It's more people who watch your videos who are not subscribed on average than people who are subscribed to your videos to watch it. Your returning viewers, and Vlad do a lot of numbers, man.
What's it, 123 million subscribers? He's in a whole nother planet than us. But for me, 6.3 million is another planet for me too. Because like I said, you look at all the biggest shows, they don't have as much subscribers as you, and it's all about the subscribers and ads. So the whole thing is, Aries, go get your own show. And now Boosie has his own Patreon now.
Yeah.
So we can go watch him there. But hopefully y'all can get back in business because you and Boosie on the show is always fucking funny.
Me and Boosie might get back together. Like I've left the door open to that because if you notice, the back and forth with me and Boosie has always been respectful.
Right.
And our conversations off camera on the phone have been mostly respectful. Aries has been disrespectful as fuck to me, you know, personally.
Right.
That's why I'm like, I'm not going to tolerate that bullshit.
That's crazy. Check, like, share, and subscribe.
I mean, for example, and I was trying to explain this to Aries, but you know, he was so much in his, you know, jealousy and pocket watching.
Well, you spoiled him because you giving him the 4,000. He got a makeup artist. What's next? A fucking makeup artist, masseuse in this motherfucker. caviar creme de la, nigga, with the like.
Look,
wow, man.
You can't even smoke in here. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Like,
So look, that's what Yayo and Vlad had to say about the whole Aries and Boosie situation. Y'all get in comments, y'all let me know. Is pocket watching good? Or should that be cut out altogether? But make sure you like the video. I'll see y'all on next one. We out.